we are going to start the next lecture of class 9th mathematics chapter 1 number systems. In this lecture we are going to discuss about the rationalization. So rationalization is the process in which we are given a number with an irrational denominator and we convert that number to an equivalent expression whose denominator is a rational number by multiplying the numerator and denominator by a suitable number. The two numbers, they will be equivalent, but now the denominator will not be a rational number. So when we explain this thing with an example, so if we are given the number 3 over square root 5, what we are doing is we are multiplying this term with square root 5 and we are dividing it with square root 5. We have multiplied and divided this term with square root 5. So the answer that you will get, it is 3 square root 5 over square root 5 into 5, that is equal to 3 square root 5 over 5. Or this thing is very important over here, that in the previous lecture also we have seen that if we are talking about square root 5 square, that is equal to square root 5 into square root 5, that is equal to square root of 5 into 5, because both these numbers, these are positive. So we get it as square root 25, that is equal to 5. This is important to note over here. Now if the product of two irrational number is a rational, then each one is called the rationalizing factor of the other. So in the previous example, if we consider, if we are talking about square root 5 and we are multiplying it with square root 5, we are saying the answer is 5. So the given number is square root 5. We have multiplied that number with the number square root 5. So what we are saying is the answer is this is an irrational number. We have multiplied it with some number and the answer we are getting, it is a rational number. Then the second number is called the rationalizing factor of the number square root 5. So some general formula is not there, but we can find the rationalizing factor by method of inspection. We can look at the number and correspondingly we can see that what will be the rationalizing factor. So if I am talking about a plus square root b, we know that this number for b, if suppose I am talking about this square root b, we cannot simplify it further. So a plus square root b is irrational. So I want to convert this number to a rational number. So we are saying what we can do, I can multiply this number with a number a minus square root b. The answer I will get, it is a square minus square root of b square, that is equal to a square minus b. B is a rational number. So we are saying this whole number will be a rational number. So what we are saying is that the given number is a plus square root b. Its rationalizing factor is a minus square root b. And if the number given is a minus square root b, its rationalizing factor is a plus square root b. So over here we are having some general formulas over here, that we are saying if the number is of the form a plus b square root x, its rationalizing factor is of the form a minus b square root x. And if we multiply both these terms, the answer we will get, it is a square minus b square root of x square. So the answer is a square minus b square into x. Similarly, if the number is square root x plus square root of y, and we are multiplying it with square root of x minus square root of y, then the answer will be x minus y. So these are some examples we have given over here, that for this number, for this kind of number, for this kind of number, rationalizing factors are a minus square root b, a minus b root x, and square root of x minus square root of y. So for rationalizing a number, we multiply and divide that number with the rationalizing factor of the denominator. We find the rationalizing factor of denominator and we multiply the number with the numerator and denominator of that number with the rationalizing factor. The details we will see in the next examples. Now suppose I have to find the rationalizing factor of 1 over 2 plus square root of 2. So the number given to us is 1 over 3 plus square root of 2. So its rationalizing factor is 3 minus square root 2. So it means we are multiplying it with this number and dividing it with this number. So the answer you will get it is 3 minus square root 2. Our basic question is that this square root term is there in the denominator and this is an irrational number and we want to remove this irrational number. So we multiply these two and we get it is 3 square minus square root of 2 square. So the answer you will get it is 3 minus square root of 2 over this is 9 minus 2. So the answer is 3 minus square root of 2 over 7. So now the denominator we are having over here, it is 7 and this 7 is a rational number. So earlier the denominator was irrational, now the denominator is a rational number. Similarly, we have given some more examples over here. We are saying if this is the number and the rationalizing factor is 7 minus 4 root 3. If it is square root of 7 minus square root of 6, it is square root of 7 plus square root of 6. So these are the three examples corresponding to the previous formula that we have seen. That if it is, suppose I am talking about 1 over square root of 7 minus square root of 6. So what we are going to do, we are going to multiply and divide it with this term. So the answer you will get it is square root of 7 plus square root of 6 is the numerator. Denominator will become square root of 7 square minus square root of 6 square. So it is square root of 7 minus square root of 6 over 7 minus 6. So the answer is square root of 7 minus square root of 6. Denominator now that is equal to 1. So in this case denominator is 1. We can leave this term and we can just write the answer is root 7 minus square root of 6. So this is a what rationalization means, that the denominator, earlier the denominator was irrational, now the denominator is a rational number. Now we look at certain examples corresponding to rationalization. So first example is the denominator is 3 plus square root of 2 and we know that to rationalize this what we have to do, we have to multiply it with minus 3 minus square root of 2 and divide it with 3 minus square root of 2. So when we are doing this, the denominator we are talking about, it will become 3 square minus square root of 2 square. This is equal to 9 minus 2, that is equal to 7. So this is the number of the form a plus square root of b. The rationalizing factor is a minus square root of b. Next is the number a plus x square root of b and the rationalizing factor will be a minus x square root of b. So it is, we are talking about just the denominator over here. This is the number 8 plus 5 square root 2. So we multiply it with 8 minus 5 square root 2 and we divide it with 8 minus 5 square root 2. Now the denominator when these are multiplied, you will get it is 8 square minus 5 root 2 square and this term will be equal to 5 square into square root of 2 square and this term will be equal to 25 into 2, that is equal to 50. So the answer we will get 8 square is 64 and this term is 50. So the final answer that you will get it is 8 minus 5 root 2 over 40. Now in the next example, the number is of the form square root of a plus square root of b. The rationalizing factor is square root of a minus square root of b. So what we get is, we have multiplied square root of 5 plus square root of 2. We have multiplied and divided it with square root of 5 minus square root of 2. So now the denominator will become square root of 5 square minus square root of 2 square, that is equal to 5 minus 2, that is equal to 3. And numerator will become 6 times square root of 5 minus square root of 2. So now we are having 6 into square root of 5 minus square root of 2 over 3. So this gets cancelled and this is 2 over here. So the answer we will get, it is 2 times square root of 5 minus square root of 2. Again the similar kind of question is there. You can try it at your own, that this is 2 over square root of 3 minus square root of 5. So the rationalizing factor will be square root of 3 plus square root of 5 over square root of 3 plus square root of 5. Denominator will become square root of 3 square minus square root of 5 square, that will be equal to 3 minus 5 is equal to minus 2. And the numerator is 2 into square root of 3 plus square root of 5. This 2 gets cancelled over here and the answer we are left with is minus square root of 3 plus square root of 5. Now in the next question, it is 6 minus 4 root 3 over 6 plus 4 square root of 3. So now the rationalizing, important thing to note over here is, we are looking only at the denominator. We want to make the denominator as rational number. So what we are going to do, we are looking at this number and we are multiplying it with 6 minus 4 root 3. This is of the form a plus x root b, and its rationalizing factor is a minus x root b. So we are dividing it with 6 minus 4 root 3. Now in this case the numerator will become 6 minus 4 root 3 square and denominator will become 6 square minus 4 root 3 square. So in the denominator the formula we have used is a minus b into a plus b, that is equal to a square minus b square. In the numerator the formula we are going to use is a minus b whole square, that is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So these formulas you have to remember, that a minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So when we apply these formulas, we get the numerator in this form. It is a square plus b square minus 2ab, and we get the denominator in the form a square minus b square. When you solve these values, you will get the answer in this form, that it is 4 square root of 3 minus 7, and basically the denominator over here it is 1, which is a rational. Now in the next question, it is find the values of a and b if this value, the given value 3 plus square root 2 over 3 minus square root 2, that is equal to a plus b square root of 2. So what we are going to do is, we are going to rationalize this number. To rationalize this number, we look at the denominator over here, 3 minus root 2. These two are the rationalizing factors we are talking about. So when we multiply, again now this is of the formula over here, it is a plus b whole square, and in the denominator it is a square minus b square. So when you apply the formula, it is a square plus b square plus 2ab, and in the denominator it is a square minus b square. when you solve these values, you can try it yourself. You try to solve these values. So we are getting the answer. 3 square is 9, square root 2 square is 2, and 3 2 is a 6 root 2. These two terms are like terms, so these two become 11, and the next term become 6 root 2. So what we get is, the answer we get is 11 by 7 plus 6 by 7 root 2, and it is given to us that this value is equal to a plus square root b square root 2. A plus b square root 2. So what we get is that this 11 root 7, that is a, and this 6 by 7, that is b. So the answers we get is a is equal to 11 by 7 and b is equal to 6 by 7. These are the answers that we have obtained. Now this is again the similar kind of questions we have over here, that it is given to us that square root of 11 minus square root of 7 over square root of 11 plus square root of 7, that is equal to a minus b square root of 77. So the rationalizing factor over here, it is square root of 11 minus square root of 7 over square root of 11 minus square root of 7. This is corresponding to the denominator. This is the rationalizing factor. Numerator will become square root 11 minus square root 7 square, and denominator will become square root 11 square minus square root 7 square. In the numerator, the formula is a minus b square equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So it is square root of 11 square plus square root of 7 square minus 2 times square root of 11 into square root of 7 over 11 minus 7. So on solving these values, the answer you will get, it is 18 minus 2 root 77 over 4. So that is equal to 18 by 4 minus 2 by 4 into root 77. So this value, when you simplify these terms, it is 9 by 2 minus 1 by 2 root 77. And when we compare this value with the term a minus b root 7, so what we get is, the value of a you will get it is 9 by 2, and value of b you will get it is 1 by 2, and these values are mentioned over here, that these are the values. Now next again we have the similar type of question that you can try at your own. So I just give you the hint that it is 4 plus 3 root 5 over 4 minus 3 root 5. So when you have to rationalize this term, you can write 4 plus 3 root 5 over 4 plus 3 root 5. In the denominator, it is a minus b into a plus b. The formula is a square minus b square. In the numerator, it is a plus b whole square. The formula is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So when you will apply all these formulas and on this, you will get the answer in this form, that it is minus 61 by 29 plus minus 24 by 29 square root 5. Now the term that is given to us is a plus square root b. So it means value of a is this and value of b is minus 24 by 29. In the previous question, it was asked a minus b root 77. So it was minus sign over here. So the value of b we have taken, it was positive. But over here we are being asked a plus square root b. So a is this value and b is this particular value. Now in the next question, it is being asked that after rationalizing the denominator, we have to find the value of this 25 over square root 40 minus square root 80, and it is given the value of square root 5. These are approximate values, basically these are not the exact values. So these are the approximate values are given to us. These values are approximate values are given to us, and we have to calculate the answer. So it is 25 by square root 40 minus square root 80. So it is 25 by, we can write square root 40 as square root of 4 into 10 minus square root of 16 into 5. We can write 80 as 16 into 5, and this term is this. So we get it is 25 over square root of 4 into square root of 10 minus square root of 16 into square root of 5. So that is equal to 25 over 2 root 10 minus, this is 16 over here, it is 4 root 5. So this number is equivalent to this number. So we are rationalizing this number 25 over 2 root 10 minus 4 root 5, and to rationalize this number we have to multiply it with 2 root 10 plus 4 root 5, and we have to divide it with 2 root 10 plus 4 root 5. When we multiply and divide it with this number, the answer we will get is this. We have shown the calculation over here. When you rationalize these terms, the answer you will get, it is in this form, that it is 5 root 10 plus 2 root 5 over 32. So we will substitute the values over here. It is 5 root 5 into 2 plus 2 root 5 over 32. So the answer is 5 into 2.236 into 3. We are given the exact value of root 10, so we need not to do this. So it is 5 into 3.162 plus 2 into 2.236 divided by 32, and when you will make this calculation, the answer is approximately 1.91928. So the values that are given to us, they are up to 3 decimal places. So we round this term up to 3 decimal place, and we get the answer is 1.193. This is, we have rounded this value because in the question the values were given up to 3 decimal places. Now if in place of this we have to directly calculate the value, what we have to do is we have to do 25 over, it is 2 root 10 minus 4 root 5. So we have to calculate 25 over 2 into, it is 3.162 minus 4 into 2.236. So the answer you will get over here, it will be something in decimal form, and then you have to manually divide this, and this is a bit difficult, or you can say lengthy process than to solve the values after rationalization. Now in the next question we have to find the value of a and b, and these two values, these are given to us. So we look at the question in two different forms, in two different parts we can say. So first part is 7 plus 3 root 5 over 3 plus square root of 5, and second part is 7 minus 3 square root of 5 over 3 minus square root of 5. When we rationalize this first term, it is 3 minus square root of 5 and 3 minus square root of 5. We are multiplying and dividing it with 3 minus square root of 5. To rationalize this term, we are multiplying and dividing it with 3 plus square root of 5. This thing we have done in this particular step. We are saying we are multiplying and dividing these terms. You can solve these separately. So when you will solve the first term, the answer you will get, it is 6 plus 2 root 5 by 4. This is the answer we are getting on solving this. You can try to simplify these values using the formulas. So if we look at the numerator over here, so what we are going to do is, I am talking about the numerator. In the denominator it is a square minus b square. In the numerator it is 7 plus 3 root 5 into 3 minus square root of 5. So what we have to do, we have to multiply 7 with 3, then 7 with root 5. So it is 7 into 3 minus 7 into root 5. Next thing, we have to multiply these terms. So we are getting plus 3 root 5 into 3 minus 3 root 5 into 5. So the answer you will get over here, it is 21 minus 7 root 5 plus 9 root 5 minus 15 root 5. This is the answer you are getting in this case. Similarly, you can solve the value for this. You can multiply these two terms. So these calculations are shown over here. This is the numerator over here, this is the numerator over here, and on finally solving all these values, you will get the final answer as this. But we are saying, on solving this first term, we are getting the answer in this form. On solving the second term, we are getting the answer as minus 6 plus 2 root 5 upon 4. This is basically, this 4 is not over here, this is upon 4. So what we get is, this is answer. So when you will subtract these two terms, the final answer you will get, it is square root of 5. And when we compare it with a plus square root of 5b, so what we are saying, it is 0 plus 1 into square root of 5. So a and 0, b is 1. So the answers you will get, it is a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 1. Now in this next question, the procedure is same. Now the only difference is, we are having 5 different terms which we have to rationalize, and we know how to rationalize each of these terms. So for the first term, the rationalizing factor is 3 plus square root 8. For the second term, the rationalizing factor is square root 8 plus square root 7. For the third term, it is square root 7 plus square root 6. For this term, it is square root 5, 6 plus square root 5, and for the last term, it is square root 5 plus square root of 2. So we multiply and divide these terms. You can solve these terms separately. You can start solving 1 over 3 minus root 8 into 3 plus root 8 over 3 plus square root of 8. Then second step, you can do 1 over square root of 8 minus square root of 7, square root of 8 plus square root of 7 over square root of 8 plus square root of 7. This is second step. Similarly, third, fourth and fifth, you can solve these separately. You will apply the formulas. You can try at your own. You can apply the formulas and you will get the separate answers at these. These are the separate answers you will get for all these 5 terms. For all these terms, you will get these answers. And when you will substitute these values over here for this particular value, the final answer that you will get, it is equal to 5. This is the final answer that you will get after solving these values. So you can try this question at your own and see whether your answer comes out to be 5 or not. In the previous questions, we have done a question in which the value that were given to us was root 10 and root 5. We have rationalized the denominator and calculated the answer, the final value of that particular expression. Now the expression is given in 3 parts, first, second and third part. Similar procedure is there For the first part, the rationalizing factor is given. Second part, rationalizing factor is this. Third part, rationalizing factor is this. Solve all these parts, three parts separately. When you add all these three parts, you will get the final answer in this form. So the final answer that you will get, it is 16 minus square root of 3. And when you substitute the value of square root 3 in this, you will get the final answer is 14.268. So these questions, these are just a bit lengthy questions are there, but the procedure is that same basic procedure is there, that you consider all these portions separately, find their rationalized answer, rationalize these expressions, find their answers, you add these values, you add all these values, you get the final answer in a simplified form. This is a simplified form. Simplified, when you add all these, you get the simplified expression. Just substitute the value that are given to you, whatever value is required, you can substitute over here and you can find the final answer. Now next is, if x is equal to 3 plus 2 square root of 2, you have to find the value of x square plus 1 by x square. So one procedure is that you calculate x square, then you calculate 1 by x square. So in place of that, what we are using is, we are saying we have the formula 1 over 1 plus x whole square, that is equal to x square plus 1 by x square minus plus 2 times x into 1 by x. So that is equal to x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. So from this what we are getting is x square plus 1 by x square, that is equal to x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2. So if we calculate the value of x plus 1 by x, so we can find the answer. So x is given to us, it is 3 plus 2 root 2. We want to find 1 by x, it is 1 by 3 plus 2 root 2. You simplify this expression by rationalization, it is rationalizing factor is 3 minus 2 root 2. When you are solving this value, this expression is solved over here. When you are solving this value, the answer you are getting, it is 3 minus 2 root 2. So now we have the value of x, we have the value of 1 by x. You just substitute, add these two values, you will get x plus 1 by x is equal to 3 plus 2 root 2 plus 3 minus 2 root 2. So the answer you are getting, these two terms get cancelled, the answer you are getting, it is 6. Now what we require is, we require the value of, this is the value we require, so the value is 36. We require the value of x plus 1 by x whole square, it is 36. So the final answer that you will get, it is x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2. So that is equal to 36 minus 2, that is equal to 34. So these questions are not difficult questions, but these are lengthy questions. You just have to see what is the rationalizing factor, rationalize the terms. If different terms are there, consider them separately and try to solve them separately. Don't try to solve them at once, try to solve them separately, then add the final answers or whatever the expressions are given, substitute the final answers in that particular expression. Now again in this question, these are a bit advanced questions, you can say, or you can say we require some advanced formulas for this that you are going to study in your next classes also. So in this question we have to calculate the value of x cube plus 1 by x cube, x square plus 1 by x square, x plus 1 by x. So this x is given to you. One thing is clear to you, if you have to calculate x plus 1 by x, what you have to calculate? X is 5 minus root 21 by 2. When you calculate 1 by x, it is 2 by 5 minus root 21. You rationalize this term, you rationalize this term, and you get the answer in the form of 5 plus root 21 by 2. This is the value of 1 by x. So you can just add these values, x plus 1 by x, and you will get this last term. Now x plus 1 by x square, that we have seen, it is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 times x into 1 by x. So it is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. So the formula we have obtained from this is that x square plus 1 by x square is equal to x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2. So we have to substitute this value over here, subtract 2 from it. This thing we have shown over here, we have to substitute the value over here, we subtract 2 from it, and the answer we will get it is 23. In the next part, what we have to do is we have to calculate the value of x cube plus 1 by x cube. For that we are using this formula, that if we use the formula for cube, the answer will be x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 times x into 1 by x into x plus 1 by x. This will be the formula over there. So what we get is, this is x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 times x into 1 by x. So the final formula that we obtained from this is that x cube plus 1 by x cube, that is equal to x plus 1 by x whole cube minus 3 times x plus 1 by x. Again, the value of this term x plus 1 by x you already have, just substitute these values over here and you will get this value, and when you substitute these values you will get the answer is 110. Then we are having the value of x plus 1 by x, we are having now the value of this, and this second term we just substitute these values over here, and we are saying we get the final answer is 0. Again, in this question, these are just for the practice purpose. The more you will practice, the more you will get used to these formulas and more you will find them. The previous question you will start seeing them very easy, because if you will try these kind of questions. So the value of x is given to you, it is root 2 1 over square root 2 minus 1, and value of y is given to you square root 2 minus 1 over square root 2 plus 1. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate x square, we have to calculate y square, and we have to calculate x into y. So first step we are going to do is we are going to rationalize these two terms. So rationalizing factor will be square root 2 plus 1 square root 2 plus 1. The rationalizing factor will be square root 2 minus 1 square root 2 minus 1, and when you will solve these values you will get these answers, that it is 3 plus 2 square root 2, and next it is 3 minus 2 square root 2. These are the values of x and y that you will get. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to find the value of x square plus y square plus x into y. So to find the value of x square plus y square, what we are going to do is we are using this formula, that we are having x square plus y square. We have to calculate the value of this. So we are saying x plus y whole square, that is equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy. It means x square plus y square is equal to x plus y whole square minus 2xy. We have to calculate the value of x square plus y square plus xy. So we are having x plus y whole square minus 2xy plus x into y. So it is x plus y whole square minus x into y, and this is the formula given over here, that if we have to calculate x square plus y square plus xy, then that value is equivalent to this formula I have explained over here, that how we are getting this value. So now the value of x plus y is, x is 3 plus 2 root 2, y is 3 minus 2 root 2. So value of x plus y is, we are having 6. So x plus y square is 36. Second, we have to calculate x into y. So it is 3 plus 2 root 2 and it is 3 minus 2 root 2. So this is the formula, a plus b into a minus b. So it is a square minus b square, and you will substitute this value, you will get this, and the final answer that you will get, it is 35. Now in the next question we have to find the rationalizing factor of 1 plus k root 2 plus k root 3. So now there are two terms, k root 2 plus k root 3. So in these kind of situations there is no fixed formula we just try something. So what we have tried over here, this is just for information purpose. So we have tried this value 1 plus k root 2 minus k root 3. So the answer that we will get, it is this, if I am talking about this term, it is 1 plus k root 2 plus k root 3. I am considering it like this. So I am considering this is a and this is square root of b. So the rationalizing factor is a minus square root of b. So we have used 1 plus square root of 2 plus square root of 3 into 1 plus square root of 2 minus square root of 3. So when you will solve this, you will get, it is 1 plus square root of 2 square minus square root of 3 square. So what you will get from this is, when you will open this whole square, you will get, it is 1 square plus square root of 2 square plus 2 root 2 minus 3. So the answer that you will get, it is 2 root 2. So if we multiply this term with this expression, we multiply 1 plus root 2 plus root 3 with this particular expression, we are getting the answer is 2 root 2, which is still an irrational number. Now to make this rational, we are multiplying it with root 2. We are saying this is step 2, this is step 1. So basically what we are doing, the final answer you will get, it is 4. It means what I have done, it is 1 plus 2 root 3. I have multiplied it with 1 plus root 2 minus root 3, and I have multiplied it with root 2. So this is, this whole term, this is the rationalizing factor for this term, because after multiplying this expression with this whole term, the answer becomes a rational number. So this question we have solved in 2 steps. Similarly, the next question is there, that it is 3 over square root 3 minus square root 2 plus square root 5. So again we put brackets over here. How we are putting the brackets over here, this term we consider separately and the second term we consider separately. So we are considering this term separate, this term separate. This second term we are considering separately. So the rationalizing factor we are writing, it is in this form, that it is square root 3 minus square root 2 minus square root 5 over square root 3 minus square root 2 minus square root 5. So when you solve these values, you will get the final answer, and how you are getting the answer is, in the denominator you are getting, it is square root of 6, and to remove this square root of 6, we are multiplying and dividing it with square root of 6. So in this particular question we are saying, first we have multiplied and divided this question, this expression with this term, then we have multiplied and divided this expression with this term. When after doing these two multiplications, we are saying this is step 1, this is step 2. So this whole term is the rationalizing factor, because the final answer now we are getting, it has a rational denominator. Similarly, in this question, it is given that x is equal to 1 over 3 minus root 8. We rationalize this term. The rationalizing factor is 3 plus root 8 over 3 plus square root 8, and the answer you will get, it is 3 plus square root of 8. So one method is given over here. Second thing you can do is you can just manually solve this question. You have the value of x, you want to calculate value of x square. So it is 3 plus root 8 square. So answer is 3 square plus root 8 square plus 2 into 3 into square root of 8. You can solve this value, then whatever answer you will get, again multiply it with 3 plus square root of 8, and you will get another expression over here. Then you are having the value of x, you are having the value of x square, and when you multiply it over here, you will have the value of x cube. You substitute all these values over here to get the final answer as 4 plus 32 root 2. When you will substitute all these values, you will get this is the final answer. Now, in these last question, this is the last question of this lecture. So we are having the expressions of this form. So we are saying again, this first part we will consider separately, and this second part we will consider separately. What we are saying is, the number we are having, it is 8 over square root of 15 plus 1 minus square root of 5 plus square root of 3. We are considering this is the number a and this is the number b. So its rationalizing factor will be a plus b over 15 plus 1 plus root 5 plus square root of 3. So numerator is 8 into square root of 15 plus 1 plus square root of 5 plus square root of 3, and denominator now it is square root of 15 plus 1 square minus square root of 5 plus square root of 3 square. When you will solve these values, it is 15 plus 1 plus 2 root 15. It is a square plus b square plus 2ab minus a square plus b square plus 2ab. This value is 2 root 15. So this expression is 16 plus 2 root 15, and this expression is minus 8 minus 2 root 15. When you cancel this, the final denominator you will get, it is 8. So this is the rationalizing factor over here, as the denominator is now a rational number. We need not to do any other step. Similarly, in this second question, we are having, in the denominator we have a square plus b square minus b plus b. So we consider this as two parts. So we multiply it with square root of a square plus b square minus b, and divide it with a square plus b square minus b. The square root sign is over here. So when you multiply these terms, the numerator will come into this form, and in the denominator the formula will be a square plus b square square root whole square minus b square. So you will get, it is a square plus b square minus b square. So the denominator you are left with is a square. So this is how we can rationalize the expressions. So you can try these questions at your own. You must try these questions, as many questions as you can, so that you should get used to how to rationalize the term, how to adjust the square roots, how to multiply the terms with the square roots, and the important formulas that we have learned over here, they are the formula that are used again and again. It is a minus b, or you can say a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. And the third one we have done, if it is a minus b whole square, then it is a square plus b square minus 2ab.